Conor Daly's racing for the money team, Hailie Deegan's rumor starts to get some legs, and Rajah Caruth has a Truck Series ride. Let's talk about it. Coming up next. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing good today. All right, I made the video yesterday, and literally like an hour after I made the video and it was posted and whatever like that, the news broke that Christian Eckes was going to MHR Racing. He will be over there with Mr. Garcia. That's where he will be running next season. So that gives some legs to the Hailie Deegan rumor that I mentioned in that particular video. Obviously, that happening after I made the video, I couldn't touch on it then. But that seems to give some more credence to that rumor. But once again, it is just a rumor. We'll have to see how it plays out. Of course, that rumor being that Hailie Deegan is going to Thor Sport, and Thor Sport is switching over to Ford. So we will have to see how that plays out. In other Truck Series news, Rajah Caruth is getting a ride with GMS, not to be confused with Petty GMS. Of course, the Truck Series team is still just GMS Racing. So Rajah Caruth will be racing for GMS full-time next season. I think he's a very deserving driver. I think that's going to be really cool. And his sponsor, or one of his main sponsors at least, is going to be the Wendell Scott Foundation. So I think that's really awesome. That's just a really cool deal all the way around. So good news there. All right, now on to the main event. Conor Daly. Conor Daly is going to run for the money team. They're looking to run at least 6 races, they said. We only ran 1 race with Conor Daly last year, obviously, but myself, the crew, our PR team, my family, he's just a really awesome guy. Like, really awesome. Alsh Moody said, told TobyChristie.com, we enjoyed every aspect of working with him. Although the admiration for Conor Daly and his overall personality isn't just the result of 2 parties working together at Charlotte's Roval, but rather an amalgamation of observances over the years watching the Noblesville, Indiana native's career. I've always been a fan of Conor. I've always felt that he was a NASCAR driver living in an IndyCar world. It's just his attitude, his demeanor. Alsh Moody said he's, I want to say a bad boy in IndyCar, but he definitely doesn't fit the mold over there as much as he fits the mold in NASCAR. So the person speaking there, Alsh Moody, he is a co-owner of the money team with Floyd Mayweather. And you can hear right there, he thinks he is suited very well for NASCAR. And the article goes on to say that they are going to run 6 or more races, including the Daytona 500, with a caveat. That caveat being, if Helio Castroneves is not the driver of the 50 in the Daytona 500. Of course, the speculation is that Helio Castroneves is going to run the Project 91 car for the Daytona 500. If he doesn't run the Project 91 car, he will be in the 50 car. So there is a possibility if Helio Castroneves runs the Project 91 car, then Conor Daly will drive the 50 car. So you will have 2 IndyCar guys in the Daytona 500, which will be sort of a neat deal. But let's look a little bit deeper into the article. So starting next season, building around Daly is exactly what they'll do, as the money team plans to compete in no fewer than 6 NASCAR Cup race events, Cup Series events, with Conor Daly taking the reins of the number 50 in the vast majority of them, if not all of them. According to Alsh Moody, the only potential point of pivot comes from talks that have been held between Helio Castroneves and his team about the possibility of piloting the number 50 Chevrolet Camaro in the Daytona 500. In addition to attempting the season opening event at Daytona, Alsh Moody thinks will likely be a tall task given the number of stout open entries. The money team aims to race and compete in events at Las Vegas, COTA, Indy's Road Course, the Charlotte Roval, and Phoenix, as well as possibly Watkins Glen. So there you go. They are aiming to race the road courses with Conor Daly, and they're going to build their whole program around him this year, whereas last year they built their whole program basically around Greg Biffle. So it looks like they are going to focus on basically the road courses and then throw Phoenix and I guess Las Vegas in there as well. But they're going to focus on being a road course team first and then sort of expand from there. But they're trying to build a team over there, and I think they're doing it the right way. I think Conor Daly is a great addition. Hopefully he does his best over there, and his abilities are able to shine through. But we will have to see. It's a tall order because obviously a few times last year with Greg Biffle, the car broke. So they're going to have to look at some of those things and figure those things out. But hopefully if they can finish races, it will be a good season for them and Conor Daly. All right, that is all I got for you on this one. If you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. All your subscriptions are appreciated. And if you're already subscribed, you know I appreciate you. If you got a comment, question, or anything like that, leave it down in the comment section. I try to get to as many as I can. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.